Welcome back to another YouTube episode, everybody, and today I'm going to go for something short. I know I always say that, but we are endeavouring to keep them a little bit shorter and sweeter, but this one's just an appetizer, a taster, if you will. Nutrition once again, because I know I get a lot of questions about the nutrition. It seems to be one of the most popular topics. Food, we all love it. And this episode, as you've read in the title, is about emergency fats, carbs and protein. So what do we mean by that? I'm talking about popular snacks in terms of protein, fats and carbs in that category that you can have on hand that are really quick, really easy, really convenient and tasty to be able to hit your macronutrient needs. So for example, you need something really high in protein, you need it fast, you need it now, bang, what is it? Same with carbs, same with fats. So let's dive in. Let's start with the most important nutrient, which is protein. Very good. Okay, so the first one is WPI, to be honest, not tuna. WPI, you can get it from any of your local supplement stores. You don't need anything fancy. This is a lean whey, so it's a little complex. Super simple, something quality. I usually go for something from New Zealand. Yes, of course, it is a supplement to a degree, but it is derived naturally depending on what you want to get, if it's a vegan source, plant-based source, etc. This is more dairy. There is nothing faster to get in the system than something like this, or even a hydrolyzed whey. So super convenient, and again, gram for gram, especially if you get a brand that's no frills, you're going to be saving a lot of money. The next one is on that theme, protein bars. This is not in any sort of specific order, although I'll call out the best and the worst to a degree. Protein bars, same sort of thing. You can grab them on the go, you can put them in the cupboard, you can put them in your bag. You don't have to keep them in the fridge. They generally last for a while, so that's a really good one on the go. The next one, a really cheap source of protein, is eggs. You can boil them, okay? You can, depending on the quality of them as well, put them in smoothies and protein shakes, but generally you want to cook them, especially these days. You might just have the egg whites, depending on your macronutrients, or you might just have the old boiled eggs on the go, or you might whip up an omelette, depends on your time. And then obviously things like canned fish. However, a bit of a caveat with the canned fish, based on the current literature, as I've mentioned, you want to keep that to a minimum. Generally no more than 2 to 3 servings a week on average, purely based on the mercury and the heavy metals that have been found within it. They are my personal favorites when we're talking about quick, easy, fast, effective and efficient ways to get the protein in. There are more, but these are just some of my favorites. So let's move on to now fats. All right, not the best snaps today, but we're getting there. Fats. Keeping it real simple, one of my favorites, peanut butter. If you've not tried Pic's peanut butter, you're just simply missing out. It's the best peanut butter ever. You can get that crunchy, smooth, any nut butters as well. You might get almonds, Brazil nuts, ABC spread, etc. Obviously we've got some in the raw form here, almonds dry roasted, need to top up on those. You might go cashews, etc., Brazil nuts, pine nuts, whatever your go is, a really easy way. You might even mix it in with a salad or in with some of your meals as well. That's a really easy way to do it. Worth a mention that there are crossovers here as well with nutrients. So for example, if you say had an oily piece of salmon or fish, you're going to get a lot of essential fatty acids and protein. So that is a way to get in both, but I'm trying to isolate nutrients here into their segregated categories. So avocado in the form of categorized as a fruit, so that'll be really good. Again, you can eat it on the go, or you might spread it on some toast, you might have an omelette, etc. Or you might just eat it on its own because you're a weirdo. And olive oil. Oils, really easy, again, to get them in. You can get coconut oil, you can get olive oil, extra virgin, there's all different types. Generally, those are some of the best, whatever floats your boat. Really, really easy ways to get in fats. And if you had to, yeah, you know what, you could just drink it. You can have a shot of oil, but generally you're gonna have it in the form of a meal, or you're gonna have it in the form of one of these other things. You might, for example, need some fats. If it's before bed, I'm thinking emergency fats, protein and carbs in this video, so that's convenient to have a scoop of that rather than to actually prepare a meal or whatever it might be when you're on the go, or when you're about to go to bed or get up or go somewhere. You can just go, man, you know what, I'm really down on X nutrient. These are the ways to get them in. So there are some of my favorite fats, and last but not least, let's finish off with beautiful, oh so beautiful, carbohydrates. Fantastic. Now, I've got a few carbohydrates here. I also forgot on the protein one, by the way, guys. Greek yogurt, YoPro, Chobani Fit, something like that on the go. Really, really convenient. So we can just pretend that that was in the protein category. I did forget, but I do have that on the daily. Shame on me. Back to the carbohydrates. So cereals are really good. really, really high in carbohydrates, depending on which ones you get. Yes, some are a little high in sugar as well. But again, if you're just trying to get your carbohydrates in line with all of the other things that I talk about with nutrition, that is not bad in isolation. If you want something a little bit more nutrient dense in quality, you can go for something like oats. If you're thinking really quick, you might grab a bag of popcorn. I've got some sort of corn-based chips here as well, which you can add to your food really easy. Pieces of fruit are always great, orange juice even as well, or fruit juices, bananas, apples on the go. They're quick, they're not messy, they're going to get the carbohydrates in, a lot of nutrients in the way of vitamins and minerals as well. Honey, absolutely brilliant if you just want carbs on carbs on carbs, and you want something which is not just refined in sugar. It's obviously a natural source, which is obviously very sweet, very high in it, but again, it's from the earth. Or these, and then things like corn thins as well, rice crackers, that sort of thing. Really easy, really convenient. You might combine a couple of these. You might put, on the rice crackers, you might put a bit of banana, a bit of honey. You might even get some peanut butter in there if you need some more fat. So you can sort of combine a lot of these things together depending on what you are lacking. But these are the things that I always have on hand in the house to be able to grab and go all the time. And that way it's really easy. So if you're following the structure of having 3 main meals, and then for the other part, you're going, hey, I just need to fill the gap with a couple of snacks, or I'm running behind today. What can I use to get in, the carbohydrate, the protein, the fat? You've got these options here. So they are some of my favorites. They are some of my ideas, my tips. Hopefully you'll be able to take something away and perhaps steal some of these for your own. Some of them you might already do, or perhaps there's 1 or 2 which you're like, I forgot about that. That's really good. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. This one, again, short, sweet, to the point, really simple, but really in high demand, and I find this really helps a lot of people. So creating your own cheat sheets, and I'm probably going to do another video a little bit more in depth on that in terms of food density, meaning foods that are higher in calories versus low in calorie, which are more satiating, less satiating in terms of hunger, fullness, when you're going from things like lower calories and dieting all the way up to when you're gaining and you're really struggling to get the calories in, which I know is a big challenge a lot of the time when you're at either end of the scale. So guys, as always, if you like the video, make sure to like the video, comment with anything positive. If you've got anything to contribute, tell me what your favorite sources are. Perhaps I've missed something here, perhaps I don't know about something that you do. Please let me know. I'm always open to learn. And of course, remember to subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notifications every week. And you know it by now. Until the next episode, or until the next video, I should say, not on the podcast now, stay fearless.